Hi, everyone. It's your girl, DJ Honey Flow, for the Honey Flow Talk Show. I'm so excited again to bring you guys another guest. I mean, he doesn't need any introductions. He's been, on Twitch for a little while now. His growth, every time I click back on his page, I can't believe it, just how far he's come and how far he's growing. And he's got an amazing, show that he does as well, guys. So make sure you tune into him. Most of you guys would know him for not only his show, his pizzazz, but also him gurring. He's always like grr all the time. I can't do a good grr like he does, so I'll get him to do that too. Totally reminds me of DMX. He's a lot of fun and really entertaining, and I just know that big things are in store for him as he continues to push further on Twitch and everything else he does in DJing. So we're going to learn a lot more about him. He's got many years in the industry. We're going to talk about that, and and just why does this guy grr? What is up with the gurring? I'm also going to talk to him about his lip syncing. I actually love when he lip syncs. I find it hilarious because I do TikTok. So we're definitely going to be talking about that. But make sure you guys give him a warm welcome in the chat room, doing big things out of Connecticut, DJ Kev G, of course, the party rocker, the one and only party rocker on Twitch. And let's bring him in. We'll also check the comments in a second, but I'm going to bring him in the stream and see if he's there. There you are. How you doing?
All right. How you doing, Honey Flo?
I'm doing pretty good. I was trying to
Right.
practice purring, but it really wasn't working for me. So
Yeah, it's it does take a little bit of practice, but you get it. Just a little practice, that's all.
yeah,
That's all it'll
I was
take.
trying. I was like, no,
Just
I think men are better at these. You guys from little boys probably knew how to do like sound effects and, doing robot effects and everything
yeah.
else. So you do it better. But yeah, so make sure you guys welcome, Kev G in the chat room. I see people coming in. So hey, DJ J Ash G, see you. She's going to be on a birthday raid. It's my birthday this weekend, so she's going to be on a huge birthday raid train with me, which is awesome. Who else we got in the room? We got
Nice.
Jesse Jane. We got Brown Eyes. And ML, is it ML?
Malay
MLA?
Malay Ziva, that's one of my mods too. Just Jane and Malay Ziva.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we got
Yes.
Jay Classic. Is there anyone else you want to shout out here too?
I mean, I see everybody coming in. BMWBs. I know everybody here. Kimmy 50, Chris 11, J Classic. Yeah. My
Oh,
party
good.
rockers, they coming in.
Yeah, they're
Gotta
all
give them a little time. Gotta give them a little
yeah.
time. We just started.
I appreciate you guys. Hey, Kimmy, and we got Chris 11 in the building, BMWBs as well. I need to figure out what that stands for. And just big shout out to all you guys. Thanks for coming through. It's going to be a great discussion. We're going to learn so much about Kev G. He's all the way from Connecticut as well. And the first question, I always ask everyone coming on my show is, where did your love pretty much for music come from originally?
Um, it really came from, I don't know, maybe because growing up in the 80s, my uncles put me on to, hip hop. My first cassette tape was Houdini. So I fell in love with hip hop straight from there. And the rest is just history, just being able to go to the record stores and buy music. It was a different time. So it was fun compared to now where you download music. We actually went to the record store, listened to the music, bought it. It was that's where the love came from right there. And also music videos, watching a ton of music videos back then.
Yeah. Now, were you born and raised like in Connecticut, or were you raised anywhere else?
No, born and raised in Connecticut, been here all my life.
Oh, okay. Is that,
Yep.
correct me if I'm wrong, is that like a couple hours away from New York, like maybe two
Um,
hours or?
about 2 hours from New York, depending on what part of Connecticut where I'm at. It's roughly about 2 hours.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
nice. Awesome.
yeah.
What's actually the scene like in Connecticut too? Like if you could describe it, because yeah, I'm not too familiar, so it'd be interesting to learn about that.
People call Connecticut country,
Hmm.
but we have our major cities that are pretty. They can be pretty dope, at times. It's like any other typical hood type of city. We have a few of those. Some people want to compare us to New York, Hartford especially, but a lot of people think Connecticut is so country.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. The only thing I knew was watching. I don't know if you guys watch 90 Day Fiance out there, but I think Darcy
Yeah,
and Stacey from 90 Day Fiance. Do you ever see them around? They're from 90 Day
yeah,
Fiance.
no, but I
Yeah.
think they were from Middletown. I think it was
Oh,
Middletown, if I'm not
oh,
mistaken, which isn't
oh,
that is it's not that far from me, but it's not a major city. It's just a small little city that they from. Little
okay,
town.
nice,
Yeah,
nice. Well, when you
yeah.
started out DJing, how old were you, like around when you really got into it?
Honestly, as far as actually DJing, um, I was 19. I was
Oh,
19.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it started in 1997. So, 1997, that's when it pretty much all began. I had already, years prior before I was into music. I've always been into music, but it was, it all boiled down to money, being able to buy equipment and stuff like that. I didn't grow up with any DJ mentors. I didn't meet DJs until I started DJing. You know what I'm saying? I knew maybe one or two DJs from that would DJ our high school parties and middle school parties, but I didn't know them personally like that. So I wasn't involved with the DJ community until I actually got into it myself.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, do you remember like your first pieces of equipment? Because you obviously come from the turntablist era back in the 90s. I mean, you had to really carry your crates, buy
Oh
your
yeah,
vinyl, probably had one or two
yes.
songs like on one record. So, you're probably flipping records like constantly, you
It
know?
was it was it was really dope. I think my first set of turntables was a pair of Geminis, and DJs will know what I'm talking about. I had two Gemini turntables, a Gemini mixer. Um, I played with it for maybe like a couple gigs and realized, you know what? I need the real deal. This is not going to cut it. You know what I mean? Because it was poorly made and it just wasn't doing what I needed it to do. So I just,
Okay.
I did what I had to do to get the money to get the equipment, and I spent that. I think the turntables back then, Techniques, when I bought them, were like maybe about $500 to $600 each.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yep.
so cheap compared to now. It's like what? Like 1400 or 1500
Well,
or
you
something?
figure for a controller, I use a controller. My controller alone is, I think I paid maybe 2,000 for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it depends on what controller you want. Um, yeah, you can't find turntables for cheap.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think
And
I
for all you guys,
honestly,
yeah,
nope.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Sorry.
No, I think right now, if you wanted like Techniques, I think they're like maybe 700, 800 each.
Exactly.
Minimum, minimum,
Yeah,
minimum.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good rate too. Like, and for all you
yeah.
guys that don't know, you just watch the DJs, I would say truly, honestly, if you guys have favorite DJs on here, like if you're always in Kevg's room, make sure you guys support him, support the DJs because it's not only a hobby. A lot of people just think you just press play. It's a lot of hours, like a lot of grind, a lot of hours, a lot of dedication. Equipment is very expensive. Like I don't know if you have a ballpark figure of how much you've actually spent, but I know mine's been in the thousands over the years, with
Oh,
controllers, speakers, cords,
def
equipment. It's a lot.
definitely, definitely, and it's even more expensive now because now we're in the laptop phase, and you have a MacBook is standard. So
Hmm.
MacBooks aren't cheap.
Yeah,
Mixers aren't cheap. So if you want to do separate pieces where you want the turntables and a mixer alone might run you a couple thousand, depending on which one you want. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah.
So
So you're
that's
using a
that.
MacBook then? You're
Yeah,
using a Mac?
I use a MacBook Pro. I use a
Yeah.
MacBook Pro.
Yeah, I just bought a
Yeah.
Mac too for streaming. Actually, I have two Macs, but then
Yep.
everyone on Twitch was saying, "Oh, using a Mac is horrible. You should use like a gaming computer, or you should buy something else." And everyone was telling me to buy different pieces, different sound cards, boxes, everything.
Yes.
Everyone uses such different things though on Twitch that I don't think there's one way that's the right way. But my Mac does work for me, but I am pushing it for sure.
Well, let me touch on that. So I use a MacBook for my music.
Hmm.
I actually stream. I stream different than most everybody. Everybody uses OBS, Streamlabs, and stuff like that. I stream directly through Twitch, the Twitch app on my
Oh,
iPad.
really? Wow.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I do not. I don't. That's why you don't see any fancy overlays.
Yeah.
You're not able to have. I'm not able to have the emote walls, people throwing up the emotes and covering my face. You won't see that because I don't have that. I'm not equipped for that yet. You
Yeah.
know,
And
that's
some
something
people like that. Some people like
some
that
people do.
better. Hmm.
Some people
No,
do. I
no,
mean,
I
I'm
mean
in the.
they like
I'm in.
seeing you. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Yeah.
some people like it just basic and like seeing you. Because if they,
Yep.
see your little head like in a small little tiny box in a truck, like I was the other day, bugging Van Stell.
Exactly.
Some people
Oh,
don't
and,
like
and
all
we'll
the
talk
box.
about. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute because I was cracking up. We'll
Yeah,
talk about that.
you guys, I'm getting roasted, like destroyed on social media right now, like on Instagram. But don't worry, like you can't battle a woman. We always come back stronger, and it's a fun roast for all you guys that don't know between me and
Definitely.
Van
Definitely.
Stell. But anyways, yeah. So okay, so then your first equipment, I'm assuming you probably didn't have powered speakers too, right? It's probably those like wired.
No, powered speakers. I didn't get involved with powered speakers until years later. My first set of so honestly, so I'll tell you my other than my two turntables, my two Gemini turntables and my Gemini mixer, I had two house Yamaha speakers and a Sony powered amp. And I kid you
Mhm.
not, I did parties with those house speakers. No lie. And I still
Okay.
have those speakers. I still have those speakers to this day. And
Wow,
this was
that's awesome.
20. This is 24 years ago. But I think they finally hit their last leg because I was using them when I first started streaming online. But then
Mhm.
they died on me, so I had to eventually buy like a studio monitor.
Oh, okay.
But
All right. Oh,
yeah,
that's good. So then do you actually remember like your first gig, like the very first official gig that you went out, and how old were you
yes.
when you did that?
So it was that's where it all started. May 25th in '97. So my best friend, we was pretty popular in the community, in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So um, his aunt's house was like the go-to spot. Everybody hung out there from the streets. We're talking hustlers, everybody. That was the go-to spot. So I was honestly in a perfect situation. So once I started DJing, I started DJing all her cookouts, her barbecues, everything. And on May 25th, that's when I did the first one right there, and the rest is history, because after I did that, I was getting booked for weddings, other barbecues, other cookouts, and then eventually I got into clubs.
Okay, so you did a lot of club. So you're more, would you say, back in the day, you were more of a club DJ than like say a wedding
Yes.
corporate type of
Oh
DJ?
yeah, definitely,
Mm.
definitely, definitely a club DJ. So when I first, the first couple of years, I want to say maybe the first year, maybe first year and a half. That's when I was doing all the private events, the weddings, the barbecues, and stuff like that. But then I actually got my first club gig, and I want to say it had to be 1999 when I got one of my first club gigs.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Wow.
And
Awesome.
I could tell you a story about how that went down and everything too. How I got my first experience in a club. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. You could share it if
Yep.
you want.
So so other than doing private parties and stuff like that, I was always in the mixtapes. I always did
Mhm.
mixtapes from day one. From day one, from getting equipment, buying, doing mixtapes was my thing. Growing up in that DJ Clue era, mixtapes were big. So I was doing my own mixtapes, and that's how I was able to flip those mixtapes to be able to buy more equipment and records and stuff like that. So it was one night, and I love telling this story because it's funny to me. it was like about 10:30 at night. I was in my basement practicing, and these dudes came to my house.
Oh, wow.
Popular dudes from the hood or whatever. You know, they ran the streets, well connected. They knocked on my door and was like, "Yo, I need you to DJ a party right now." And the main reason why they came to me because they was, you know, they had my mixtapes or from wherever they got them from. And then I guess I was mouthing off on the mixtapes, talking all type of nonsense. And they was like, "Oh, we want you right now to go do this party." And it was in, I mean, when I say it was in the grimiest part of the hood, it was crazy. But I did what I had to do. We rocked for like 3.5, 4 hours, and the rest was history. You know, it
Wow,
was
that's
really dope. It
amazing.
was a dope experience. Very
Yeah,
dope.
that's pretty cool.
You know.
Just Jane says that's pretty cool. So she's known you for a while. She says Flash Drive has all his
Oh
all
yes.
the mixtapes. Wow.
So let's shout out some people because I see a lot of people done popped in since we
Yeah.
started. You've seen LV popped in here. Sandra, I see you. Davina. Who else? Brown Eyes. A lot of my party rockers. Yes, very dope.
Awesome. Thank you
But
guys
yeah,
for
my
joining too and
yeah no.
supporting FG.
Just Jane is one of my first mods.
Mhm.
She wasn't my first mod, but she was because I started Twitch in October, so she came aboard probably in maybe November at the latest. I don't remember exactly when. So
Mhm.
she's like one of my first mods that to
Okay.
be on the team. Yeah.
Nice. I'm just gonna put my
Hmm.
headphones in too because I noticing
No problem.
a little bit of an overlap speaking
Okay.
too. Sometimes there's a
No
delay
problem.
between Twitch. So hopefully
No,
that's
it's fine.
better for you guys out there too. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So do you remember like your most memorable event that you've done DJing?
Um, I mean, we could go back to my first real club gig. That night DJing in the club because I had built up so much of a reputation already from mixtapes and doing the little stuff that I was already doing. So when I finally got this major club gig, I remember it was Thursday night and I came in, did my 4 hour set, rocked it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I rocked it, and they were chanting my name after I was done. So it was really dope to get that kind of feedback. Oh, I see. I forgot a couple more of my mods are in the building. Bay Area Bread, I see you. And I think I already shouted out Malay. I like to shout out everybody. I can't help it. I
Yeah,
love
for
my
sure.
I love you know what I mean. I love my party rockers and my phenomenal dream team. So you know what I mean. I can't forget them.
Awesome. Yeah, we got Sandra Radiant in the building, Brown Eyes, Davina.
Yes.
Is it Cherry Sue's here? Yeah.
Yep. Cherry Sues, I
BM
see you. Yep.
BMWBs. Yeah, everyone's definitely coming through. So we're definitely going to learn something, a lot of interesting stuff
Hmm.
about Kevg as well. So I was just
Definitely.
wondering, what's your worst event that you could remember that you've ever done?
My worst event. Dang. Wow. I wish I would have had this question so I could have thought about it. Because my worst event. Wow.
There's got to
Um,
be at least one for a DJ,
there's gotta be, yeah.
Like
Oh
for
man.
example,
I
I'll give you
mean,
some help. Like Jay Online does like
yeah.
crazy reggae edits, and
Yep.
he said when he first started, and he's like ridiculously good, in Toronto, and he's like the number one distributor for reggae edits in the
Yep.
world, and he's like some of these guys are the best of the best on Twitch and out here, but he said that he got booed in a club,
Oh
like so
wow.
I always like hearing those stories because it's great to show and have all the successes. But what about the stories where there was like just one bad night, or maybe well, for me, like a wedding? I do weddings, so sometimes you have
So
those.
so just it's funny we're on this topic because just Jane just mentioned my last. So I retired in 2014. I retired, and my last event. So you could say my last event probably was my worst event. You know what I'm saying? The last
Hmm.
event that I did before I retired, right? I was DJing in a hood spot, popping. I had this club, unfortunately, I don't like doing multiple nights in a club. But at this particular spot that I was in, I was doing maybe three, 4 nights a week. I was in there because they wanted me that bad. They was willing to pay me for 3 or 4 nights every week. There's one particular night that I was in there. We was going, everything was rocking. I want to say it might have been 12:45, 1 o'clock in the morning. Shots start firing. I hear
Oh, wow.
gunshots.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So literally the booth, the DJ booth, and where the shots were fired were like maybe 20 feet away from me. You know what I'm saying? Dude got shot in the face.
Oh
And
my
I just was
gosh.
like, you know what? From there, I just was like, I gotta I need to take a break. You know what I mean? I gotta take a break. I was already unhappy with the business as it was on the business side of things because so many new DJs was coming in, undercutting, working for $50, $20, working for drinks. And it was just, the business just sucked. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So that situation right there was my out.
Hmm.
That right there was like, you know what? Time to just, lay back from the club scene for a while. Even though I love the club scene, you know what I'm saying? I said, you know what? I'm done with that. You know what I mean? And but yeah, so that I
And
would say probably was the worst night.
wow. Did anyone
Mhm.
pass away that night, or was it like you said,
Nah,
someone got shot in the face? Or
it's it was fortunate. It was an unfortunate situation. Nobody died or anything like that. And really it wasn't even the fact that the guy got shot. It was the fact that the guy who shot the person was the owner's son. So I
oh
was
wow.
like, wow, you know what I mean? These are the type of people I'm working for. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even the fact I've been in the hood all my life. So somebody getting shot in the face, I wasn't really worried about that. It's just the
Hmm.
principle of what I was working, what I mean, the situation that I was in and the people that I was working for. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, if the owner's son is doing stuff like this, I don't know what type of grimy stuff, you know what I mean, the owner is into himself.
Yeah, most
You know what I mean?
definitely. That is so
So,
crazy. It's like, oh wow, like I don't even know
yep,
what to say with that. That's so crazy. That's so good that you're still here, to tell that story
yes,
because having
definitely.
it 20 feet away from you that's insane.
It
Is that
is.
why you decided like after that to go into retirement?
Yes, right. I retired, literally retired that night. I was like, "Oh, I'm
Wow.
good." And I never stepped foot in the
Hmm.
club after that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, I'm straight.
And how
I don't
long
need
ago was
this.
that? Wasn't that right
Um,
before Twitch or
that was
was it
in
a while?
that was in 2014.
Oh, okay, 2014.
Yeah.
And did you
Yep.
ever like just after you kind of retired, did you just go back to kind of a regular job or did you like even DJ at home still?
Nope. So for maybe like the first year, I did um still like play around at home or whatever, but I went back to work. I went and found I think I was working maybe for a temp agency or whatever. I have no problem with working a 9 to 5. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I did it. I was like, you know what? I'm good. No need to
Okay.
go back into that scene right now at that
Yeah,
time. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Can I ask what you do, or if you'd like to share it, like what you do outside of DJing then, or what you did before,
Um,
like for 9 to 5?
I I work in corporate America, so I'm in human resources.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Nice. So
Yeah.
you hire people. Make sure you bug Kevg to get hired then if you're in
Yeah.
HR. It's always
Yep, I do.
interesting to know a little bit more and I think that's what I
Hmm.
talked to you about on the phone, to know a little bit more about the streamer and besides just streaming and DJing because we talk to so many online here, but to learn a
Hmm.
little bit more about who they are as a person too. I always like learning a little bit more and I know a lot of people in this room would want to know more. And Clarky actually says she needs a job, so she's in
Well,
Toronto, Canada. She's one of my
she's in
mods.
Toronto, Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
Oh,
mean,
and then
if you're in Connecticut, I could probably help you out. I don't know if
yeah,
you like the
be
kind of work. I don't know if you like the kind of work that I have to offer, but it is work. I think starting pay is maybe like 16.25 an hour, so it's not that much, but it's something. You
It's
know what I mean?
something.
It's
Yeah,
better than nothing.
BMWBs is like, hire me as well. I want to be hired. So it looks like everyone's asking. Maybe I opened up a can of worms out here then.
Right, right. Listen, shoot.
So I was going to ask you, going back to music, what is,
Hmm.
okay, if we're going to break down like albums, what would be like your
Hmm.
favorite hip hop album and artist of all time and R&B? Because I know you play both, you play everything on your show, but
Yep.
every time I've jumped in, it's always been really great R&B and hip hop segments too. So who would you say is your favorites?
So of course, as far as rappers, as far as hip hop rap goes, I want to say LL Cool J is my favorite, all time favorite rapper. You know, I even have the emote. Um, he's my favorite rapper. As far as R&B goes, it's kind of tough because I like so much. You know what? And I've never been an R&B dude, right?
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Um, but I come to find out after being on Twitch for so long, I actually like R&B. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of my favorite artists, Donnell Jones, I love playing his music. A Marie, I love playing A Marie, Shanice. My team, my party rockers know because they hear all my favorite songs that I like to play, and of course, my wife,
Mm-hmm.
Sade.
Oh,
You know
Sade,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So,
Yeah, that's a given. A lot of people love. Yes,
that's
exactly. Yeah,
I have
she's
to
got
have.
some good
That's
hits.
that's my wife.
Your wifey, does
You
she
know what I
know she's
mean?
your wifey? You
Nah,
should,
she don't
okay.
know, but it
Well,
is what
maybe
it is.
I'll send her a message. We'll see. But oh,
Hmm.
thank you, you guys. I just noticed this here. One thing StreamYards doesn't show is if people are following or subscribing to you.
Yes,
So I
yes,
just
you
saw
gotta.
this now. Yeah. So thank you so much, Party the
Hmm.
Rocker, for the resubscription. Appreciate you as
Yep.
well. You're a guest though, so
Nah, but I
um,
still gotta support. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I can't
yeah.
expect people to support. I can't expect people to support me if I don't support them. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It ain't all of all. I can't afford to drop 100 pieces or stuff like that all the time. But you wanna support when you can.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
And I truly appreciate that. And
Hmm.
also BMWBs, thank you guys. Thank you so much for the subscription too and all the follows.
Yes.
I see Jelly, Margarita, Claudio, I see here.
Yes.
I always get her name wrong. Okay, Bay Area Bread. We're going to be doing, I think she's organizing a raid train in November. So
Yes. Yes, she
I'm going to be
is.
on with her, which is going to be awesome. I see her around these Twitch streets everywhere too, which is good.
Yep.
Davina and Queued Up and a few other follows I see here. So feel free,
Nice.
guys, to host the Honey Flow show as well. And we're definitely going to be learning so much more about Kevg in the next hour and a half as well, too.
Yep.
So you said Sade and LL Cool J
Yeah.
for the
Those
best albums you have there, right?
those are my
Why
those
do
are my
you
two favorites.
Why do you
What were
pick
you gonna say?
LL? I'm just curious. Like LL is amazing. I love him too, but I'm just
Um,
curious.
I fell in love with LL's music from day one. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
His consistency, um, just everything. I just love his albums. Going back to the very first album. You know, um, Even the albums that people really didn't think were as hard as the last album, I still enjoy those albums as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because one of his albums, I want to say Walking with a Panther, probably was one of my favorite albums, but a lot of people probably are like, nah, it's not as good as Rock the Bells or good as I'm Bad or anything. Radio was the first album, or as good as I'm Bad, but I thought it was a very dope album. Some of my favorite songs are actually on that album.
Yeah. I
Shouts
think
out
my
to S
favorite song. Yeah, I
Shouts
think
out
my Oh, go
to
ahead. Yeah.
SNS and Kabooms came in.
Hmm.
My dream team. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, Booms just came in the house. I like her little how she does her little. I think I saw that kick of the door. It's like booms, like
Yes,
I'm here
yes.
kind of thing. I like that. It's cute.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
Kabooms need she needs her own emote.
Yeah, she reminds me
She's
of,
a
you
little.
remind me of DJ Flava where he's like, "Boom, Flava stepped in the room," or whatever he says, I don't know. She
Yep,
needs you gotta get her a rap, like some type of, line for booms when she
for
kicks the
real.
doors with her emotes. Yeah.
Definitely,
Um,
definitely.
so yeah, I think for LL mine would be like Around the Way Girl. You know, I love that song and
Yes.
just the video. Oh,
Oh,
there he is. I didn't even know he was lurking. There you go. DJ
DJ
Flava. I
Flavor.
just gave you a shout
Yes.
out. That's it. Kaboom. Guess who stepped in the room? It's Flava, baby. That's what he always says.
What's up, DJ Flavor?
He's an amazing he's probably close to you because you guys are all in New York.
Well,
I think
he's
he's
in New York.
Bayesian. Amazing
Oh, okay.
Bayesian DJ, I
Nice.
think. But anyways, yeah. Okay,
Hmm.
so I was also wondering too, and I'm sure a lot of people want to know your journey, like when you actually started Twitch, and of course, like most DJs, how did you get on Twitch? Was it the whole Instagram and Facebook kicking us off? Like, what's the story there with how you started Twitch?
Yeah. So, okay. So let's touch on retirement, and that'll lead right into it.
Sure,
So
yeah,
I was retired for 5 years, and I literally decided in 2019 that I wanted to come back. I was like, I missed DJing. I was like, you know, from 2018 to 2019, I got antsy. I just was like, man, I want to DJ again. I want to DJ. That's what I wanted to do. So in June of 2019, I had a long talk with one of my best friends, DJ Big Man, and he was like, man, whatever you want to do, whatever you need, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That was always my saying for all the years I was DJing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Anything, let's go. And so I jumped back into the game in June of 2019. I probably was back in the clubs by September. So maybe a couple months after, and I was already booked back into clubs. So I was doing probably about 3 nights a week before the pandemic. So once the pandemic hit, I kind of went into panic mode because it was like um, I was so quote unquote hot again back in the club thing. You know what I'm saying? I kind of went into panic mode. I was like, you know what? I got to do something. I can't just leave people dry hanging like that. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I ain't know nothing about streaming. Literally, that I think I had just found out about D Nice streaming on Instagram and doing some 24-hour stream. I was like, what is this streaming thing?
hmm
So once I did a little research, took a day, did some research, I was like, oh, I could stream, I could go live on Facebook, right? So I was like, oh, all right, that's what we're gonna do. I had posted, I'm gonna be live that following Saturday. The pandemic shut everything down on Tuesday, so I started posting that I was gonna be live on Facebook that Saturday, and that's what happened. I went live Saturday, and everything was good. I mean, it was so overwhelming just to have so many people in the room right off the rip. It was like it was dope. But then Facebook kind of started getting funny, shutting streamers down, cutting off. If you was playing commercial songs, they were cutting people off and everything. So it didn't happen to me for a while. It literally took like maybe 2 months before they caught me, and then they started clipping me. And I rocked throughout the whole summer. I rocked till literally September, and around August, September was when Facebook had put up a thing saying that if you stream, you're risking your channel, your account to get banned, deleted, or whatever the case, whatever the verbiage was. Everybody went into panic mode because it's like, what do we do now? I never really rocked with Instagram like that because Instagram, for me, Instagram wasn't. I would go live, but I wasn't getting that many viewers compared to Facebook. So Instagram wasn't a priority to me. I just did it at the same time, and it was around my birthday, so roughly around this time last year, where everybody was in panic mode. Um, they they threatened to shut everything down October 1st, which was the day before my birthday, and I did my last stream on Facebook September 30th. And that during that same time, DJ Chaotic was already over here on Twitch. And he kept telling me like, yo, you need to come to Twitch. You need to come to Twitch. I created my account, but I never went live because I didn't know what Twitch was. I was like, I'm good. Everybody's over on Facebook. I don't care about Twitch, whatever. But then once you're in panic mode, you're down to try out anything. You know what I mean? So what happened was, and I'm just, if I'm rambling on, cut me off if you need to say anything. So basically, I took a trip for my birthday, came back, and because of the pandemic, I had a quarantine for like 2 weeks. And so what I did was during that time frame, I researched Twitch a little bit more, started streaming. I did a test stream on October 12th for like 10 minutes just to see what it was about. And October 13th was when I did my first 2-hour stream. And here we are now. You know what I mean? I've been going hard ever since. You know,
Yeah,
I made affiliate.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
October 13th was my first. October 13th was my first official stream. October 19th was when I made affiliate. It took me just under a week to make affiliate.
That is crazy.
Because I went hard. I streamed every day.
Wow.
I streamed every day. So I got the hours in, I got the followers in, and that's what I did. I was determined. You know what I mean? When I want to do something when it comes to this music thing, there's nothing that could stop me.
That's so
Nothing.
true. Yeah, I want to really break it down for you guys, for people that are not too familiar with affiliate. But before I break it down, I want to make sure you guys all add, the link is up here for all you guys that don't know DJ Kevg, which I'm pretty sure everyone does on Twitch. But in case you don't know, if there's a few people in the room that don't know him, make sure you guys add his, click his name, add his link here. The Party Rocka DJ Kevg. He's really got a great show. And to make affiliate in a week, you're probably the first that I've heard that has done that on Twitch. I've talked to a lot of DJs, and mad respect for you, because like, I think it took me a couple months, but let's just break down like what it involves just to make affiliate. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I can't remember because it's been a while, but you need like 50 hours. I think you have to stream 7 days or multiple days in a month, right?
Yep. It's 7 days, 25 total hours, and 50 followers.
Oh, 50 followers.
So
that's it.
50 followers. So I had already had the followers. I had the followers before I even did my first stream. You know what I'm saying? Once I did my first stream, that was already locked in. All I needed to do was, and I like to do long streams. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours I can't just go on for an hour. That's not me. 2 to 3 hours minimum. That's what I like to do. So for me to hit 20, 25 hours, it was really nothing for me to do. You know what I mean? And I'm debating. You know what? I wonder if it is 25 hours. It might have been less than that, tell you the truth. Because I'm getting the two confused with partner and
I think so.
affiliate.
With that.
So it might not have been
a while.
It might not have been. You know what? Because partner is 25 hours and 12 days. So affiliate might have been 12 hours, and somebody put in the chat, Scotia said affiliate is 8 hours, 7 different streams. Yes. Yeah. I think she has it right. Scotia, what's up, Scotia?
How are you doing, Scotian? Good to see you. Yeah, affiliate is 8 hours, 7
days,
streams.
And 50 followers.
Yeah, exactly. So it definitely does take a bit of work. How did you build the following beforehand? I'm just trying to, because I'm sure there's people that are going to listen to my replay or in the chat now that are kind of new streamers, and kind of like, how does this all work out? So did you jump in a lot of chat rooms to build it? How did you do that?
I literally spend, and I still do it to this day. If I do a 2-hour stream, I'm probably in the Twitch streets for about 10 hours.
Wow.
Going into different chat rooms, following different people, and you know, that's what I was doing, and I did that.
Hmm.
I do that every day. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm on, you know, I'll be on Twitch all day, stream, then I'm back on Twitch again once I'm done. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's almost like an addiction, but it's, to me, I look at it as when you're determined to do something, you're going to do whatever it takes. So if it means no sleep, you got to do what you got to do. If you want it
Hmm.
that bad, if you don't want
Hmm.
it that bad, then you know you don't want it that bad.
Yeah.
But me, I want something. I'm gonna do what I got to do.
Yeah. And the DJs that I really have interviewed too a lot that have become super successful, like 10K following or higher,
Hmm.
they've really, really put in the grind. Like when people say, well, I don't understand that why they're here and I'm there, I'm like, you know what? Like,
Exactly.
and I've heard DJs, a lot of DJs talk like that, you know, and I try to chop up or cut the conversation short because I'm like, all these guys that you see have put in like 4 to 8 hours a day. Like they've really, really put in the grind. So I don't think it's just like, oh, it just happened overnight. You know, it truly is a grind to be
Exactly.
successful and to push harder and to make this full time too, right? But when I looked at
Exactly.
like, you know, Ray Domingo, Q Mixologist, like White Gold, well, starting from scratch already was pretty big before to begin with. But like all
Yep.
these people really put in, and these are just a few that I could think of. Chris Cutt, like I think when I interviewed her, she said that she put in over 100 hours a month. Like, and that can lead to some
Mm.
burnout too when you're doing like 150 hours. Like, how
Oh
much would
yeah,
you
it
say you
can.
put in for a month,
So
would you say?
I average right now maybe 80,
Hmm.
80, 80 hours a month. You know, I think
Yeah, that's a lot.
last month might have been my biggest month. I want to say I hit almost 90. I think I did almost 90 hours
Yeah.
of stream. This is just streaming, 90 hours of
Wow.
streaming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I do on my regular schedule 6 streams a week.
Yeah.
5 days, 5 days, 6 streams.
Wow. And keep in mind, guys, it's not just the streaming that you're seeing. It's like you got to double those hours. So if you're putting in 60 to
Hmm.
100 hours a month, people behind the scenes are actually putting in double the amount of hours for their content and their shows and prepping and their scenes. So it is definitely a lot of work. So when people
It
just say,
is.
oh, you know, DJs just press play, just we'll book you for a wedding or like a cruise for $100. It's like, no, thank you. Like, not interested. You
Nah,
know, it's so much work.
no,
So that's why I say if you guys love the DJ, you know, and if you can, do your best to support them. And if you can't financially, you know, that's okay because I know these are hard times for everyone. But if you, even
hmm
if it's just hosting, if you're hosting it for a streamer, you know, putting them on automated host would be helpful. You know, just
hmm
sharing their pages or what they do to social media, like all those things definitely mean everything to a streamer as well. So just some ideas, you know, different ideas. If you have any, do you have any others, Kevg,
no.
that
That
they
mean,
can give?
I mean,
Like,
you said it right there. You know, everybody can't support financially, and I mean that's fine. I don't beg people to subscribe to the channel. I All I ask is for you to follow. Follow is free. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Um, share the page. When I auto host honestly don't work no more because Twitch
Hmm.
just made a update probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So auto host doesn't even work no more. So if you think you're auto hosting people, you're not really. Um,
Oh, I
so
didn't know that.
you gotta manually go in and host now because the auto host does not kick in. I don't know what kind of update they did, but it does not auto host anymore. So hosting the page is effective. And just really just being in the streets and building relationships, not burning bridges, building relationships with other streamers, and not just streamers, building with their viewers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Not You're not going in the stream to take people's viewers, but you're going in there just to be friendly. You know, go in there, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Have fun. Don't always treat it like business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't go into a stream with the mindset that, you know what, I'm gonna go in this stream and I'm gonna get every follower that this person has. No, go into the stream, have fun, rock out with the streamer, engage with the streamer. That streamer is probably gonna end up shouting you out every time you go in there because you go in there and show a lot of love. So now everybody else is going to be like, oh, I need to follow. You know what? I'm following you. I'm following you. I'm following you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's exactly what worked for me, and it
Yeah,
still works.
and sometimes it'll be the number to get you to partner if that's what you
Hmm.
want. But
Yep,
personally for me, honestly, oh yeah, I hear that. I am DJ Ibe. How you doing? He says the grind is real. So
it
true.
is.
But I think it's also good to just sometimes build it organically too. It may be slower. Like
No,
for me, I'd rather have good quality people and content on my show than just a bunch of people coming in and it's like, okay, let's follow, which I've had too. And then they leave
yeah,
like 2 seconds later, right? So I guess it's a
yeah,
bit of both, but I kind of feel like I think it's important because you can have a 20,000 following, but when you look at it, I've watched enough streamers to know it's about 1 to 1.5% of people viewing, which may seem
exactly.
like a lot. It may be like, okay, about 100, 150 people to someone that has a 10K following. That seems like a lot.
Yep,
It's a packed room. But when you think about it, that's only like 1 to 1.5% that's actually supporting you and watching you, right? So I think it's good to build those relationships with people and that community, like
it
build
is.
your own tribe basically, right?
No,
Um,
definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
because you could have
No,
a
it
high
definitely
number,
is.
but no one really there. So I've seen
No,
very small streamers that have been way more successful, even with hype trains. They've like killed it, and they only have a couple hundred people, but they have really
exactly.
true, amazing supporters that love what they do, right? So,
No, that
um,
and
how do you feel about
definitely.
that? What do you think?
Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a number.
Hmm.
It looks good. You know what I'm saying? When that follow number goes up, because we're on the verge of hitting 8,000. You know what I'm saying? It looks good. You know what I'm saying? To other streamers, to people, what wherever, numbers rule. Is people might not think numbers mean anything, but in reality it does. So if you're scrolling through looking for somebody to watch, your curiosity might be like, damn, why does this person got 8,000 followers? Why does this person got 10,000 followers? So it it's a perception. You know what I'm saying?
It is so
Um,
true. Yeah.
for me, I stream five five days a week, 6 streams, right? But all of my streams are different. You know what I mean? So I try to do something, whether it's different music every stream. So you won't hear the same thing. Yeah, I do. So I do no rap Saturday. So you're not going to hear anything with rap on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I come back at night and we change it up totally different. I might play slow jams, or I might play rap, or I might play this. So every time I stream, I bring in I get my regular party rockers and constantly bringing in new people. So it changes. You're never going to get the 8,000 followers. That's just it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I know that. I know that. It's all about who's in the room at the same time. At that
But do you
time
ever
that you're
wonder,
live.
yeah, do you ever wonder how gamers, like I heard chess has like 100,000 people watching them. Like, have you ever snuck into gaming rooms and
Oh yeah.
just
I
checked out? I haven't done,
listen.
I want to start. I have being the only female, and I literally like went into lurking, like hiding with my like floppy hat on, looking around. I'm like, I'm the only girl in this room. There's like 3,000 men. So I'm going to just see what you guys
So
are doing for the gaming.
so so it's and I don't mind sharing information with other streamers, whatever. You could use my same format or whatever. I go
Hmm.
everywhere. I'm not in just music streams.
Hmm.
I go into this the discover page, and I look
Hmm.
for interesting, something that might be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a gamer, whether it's actual musician. I love going into musician streams, people that play like instruments, stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Those people will have like 10,000 people viewing when I go in there. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's just nuts to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, do I really think there's 10,000 people in there watching? No, because if you look at the viewer list, there's really not 10,000 people in there. So whatever Twitch does they do something and it makes it look like they got actually 10,000 people in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not 10,000 people in there watching. The chat's moving like a regular chat. The chat's
Mm-hmm.
moving like a regular chat. But because they're on that Discover page, that means you don't even have to have an account to view.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
So
I'm
true.
saying? So you
Yeah.
could view, you could just be a regular Joe Schmo, just happen to open up Twitch. Because I post, when I go live, I share it to Facebook. So you could just click the link and start watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you're not even logged in because you don't even have a Twitch account.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if you got, so if you, I think from what I've experienced and what I see, that's how a lot of those views get built. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because if you really go into their view, there's not 10,000. You could start scrolling and you could kind of guesstimate how many people are actually viewing at that time.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Okay, that
because
makes
it's on
sense.
that Discover page, you know, people could just open up the app. They ain't even got to have an account. They just open
Yeah,
up the app and just want to watch.
that's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of those, in my experience, that's where a lot of those views come from.
Yeah, no, that
You know what I'm
actually
saying?
makes sense. And social media is definitely all about perception, how people perceive
Yep,
you, what they see online. I mean, I've seen
exactly.
DJs that maybe have like 100 people on Twitch, but then they have like 200,000 people on Instagram or 500,000 on like YouTube. Like it's crazy.
Exactly. Yep.
Just how people, I guess, kind of perceive you. Or you've worked with people. I've worked with DJs here that have worked with some really, really big acts, but I never knew who they
Mm-hmm.
were, or we just didn't know each other before, right? So it's not
Mm-hmm.
always what you see, I think, on social media. How do you balance that out? Like, I guess I always ask, the comparison game, because I think the human element of all of us could kind of have that a little bit in us. Like when you check Facebook, it's like, as someone posted here earlier, it could be fake book, or Instagram is
Yep.
constantly showcasing pictures and videos and just all the great highlights. But like, how do you as a streamer too? Because if you see someone so far ahead, but yet it's like you're still grinding, you're hustling, you're trying to, get up to whatever you want to get up to, which you are getting there, the 10K.
Mm-hmm.
How do you kind of balance that out, looking at all those things too online, and just saying to yourself, okay, I'm going to focus on my shows?
Yeah. So, for me, for fake book, I like to call it. Um,
Hmm.
I don't like fake book. I go on fake book to just post
Yeah, I do that now
about,
too.
you know, and that's all I go on to it for. I try very hard not to engage in any post that people post for the simple
Hmm.
fact it is it just starts things. And
Yeah.
people people, it's not even the post themselves, it's the comments that people start commenting about that particular post that gets people. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because everybody has so many different views on whatever topic the person posted the meme about, the video or whatever. That's what causes all the rift. I try to stay away from that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so to compare Instagram and Facebook, Instagram, I always grab, even before Twitch, I always gravitated more towards Instagram because it was more, I don't want to read about your life. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
You know, all I want to do is hit like. If you post a picture, all I want to do is hit like if I like
Hmm.
it. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to I don't care about your problems because a lot of people use Facebook to just vent. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They put all their business out there and they just want to vent. I don't have
Yeah.
time for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for that. And so I gravitated more towards Instagram. So I'll engage a little bit more on Instagram than I would on a Facebook, but I still try to keep it strictly business. Like if I post stuff, it's mostly all about what I got going on as far as my streams. If I was out in the real world DJing, that's all I would be posting about. I very seldom get personal, you know what I'm saying, on social media.
Okay.
Sometimes
Yeah. Yeah.
not too personal, but you know what I
Okay.
mean.
And I was just going to say the same thing with Twitch, though, although it's different from
Hmm.
Facebook and Instagram and you know, I guess Twitter and TikTok and all those different apps.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just if you want to be somewhere and you're just like, oh man, like this person has 10,000 or 20,000 or 30 or
Yeah.
whatever. It's like almost like a game where you could get caught up where you're never satisfied with, you know, or you could kind of feel like, okay, well, my shows need to get better or what have you. Like, how do you balance that out? Because I'm sure if we're honest with each other, every streamer has gone through some part of that, no matter how confident they are. I've talked to some pretty confident guys on here, and
Hmm.
they've also struggled with that a little bit too, and needed to take a little bit of a break, even mental break from Twitch. So how do you balance just staying
Um,
focused on your show, being original, and just not caring, like, even if you go on another show, you could see like so much support, right? On another show,
yes,
or so the comparison could be very like real when you're looking at different
it
streamers.
is. It
Mm-hmm.
is. And you know, it could be a little frustrating. And that's a good subject you brought up because we could touch on that a little bit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I try not to let it bother me. You know, I could have a stream that'll have 180 people in it, and I go into somebody else stream that might have 40 people, and that person gets a 2,000% hype train, and I can't even get a hype train, and I got 180 people in there. So it does get a little frustrating, but it's not all about that. It's just the fact that these things happen. You got to be mentally, you got to be mentally stable to be
Yeah.
able to deal with those situations. It is frustrating, and
Mm-hmm.
if a streamer says it's not frustrating, they're probably lying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because you know, at the end of the day, you want people to support you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You want people to
Yeah.
subscribe to your channel. You want people to throw bits or whatever. So if you see the next person with less people, don't have a following half the size that you got, and
Mm-hmm.
they're busting off hype trains left and right, it's it could be a little frustrating. You know what I'm
Yeah, and
saying?
that's real talk, and
But
that's why I really
that's
wanted,
real talk.
yeah, I wanted
That's
you
real
to
talk.
talk about how you felt, because I feel like that's real talk. I don't feel like we do that enough, like
Mm-mm.
online with each other. Not everyone, you know. So I think
Nah.
that's good, and I think a lot of DJs in the room and streamers and like anyone that does a talk show or cooking show, whatever you do online, everyone has
Yep.
kind of gone through that a little bit, you know, including myself too. You know, if you're honest about it, right? And just how do you
Yep.
find a way to just like just kind of push forward on your show and just keep continuing, you know? Because I think there's been moments, even for me, if I'm honest, like, you know, you jump on so many shows where I had to actually take a break too offline
Mm-hmm.
and just do something normal, like go out with friends, go out for a walk. They're like, you're so fixated on this Twitch stuff,
Yeah.
right? And then just seeing other shows and you're like, oh, maybe I should have done it differently, or maybe people like something different than what I bring, you know? So have you ever
Yep.
had those kind of thoughts, and how do you kind of just push forward and say, hey, I'm going to continue to be me and do my own content that's different, you know?
You know what it is? You know what
Mm-hmm.
it is? Not only the fact that I love DJing, I love streaming. I done found a new love with streaming. So at the end of the day, those things don't really matter. I want people in the room more than I want those hype trains.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah.
All I'm saying it is just kind of weird that, you know, people be supporting other streams that, and then I'm over here really grinding.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get that same kind of type of support. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I can't complain though. I can't complain at all because my party rockers support and they there. I love it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't complain at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just stating facts of what I see out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shouts out.
exactly.
We got to do some shout outs real quick.
I
Shouts
know
out
there's a
to
lot of shout outs
Kova.
here.
Kova, what's up, Kova? Tweak Music Tips in the building.
Hey, Tweak Music Teeps. I
You
saw you
know,
there too. Thanks for coming through. It's one of
who
my
else is here?
favorite talk shows right now.
DJ OE, I see you. DJ Eyes, yes. J
DJ
Rock.
Eyes.
Who
J
else is
Rock's
in
in the
here?
building.
I am DJ King George is in the building. Galore Baby, what up?
See,
Pink Assassin in the building.
I see Galore Baby's name right. I always get
Yeah.
bugged saying I say her name wrong, but I think I
Oh,
said it
okay.
right. You said Galore
Yep.
Baby, right?
Galore
Yeah.
Baby, yeah. Yep, she
Yeah.
right there. You
Yeah.
know,
Pink
do me a
Assassin.
favor. Light it up in the chat for Honey Flow, y'all. Light it up. I love saying that. I like to get people lighting it up in the chat.
Well,
You know
thank
what I
you. I
mean?
appreciate that. Yeah, we got just,
Definitely.
let's see who else. We got Just Jane from the beginning, Pink Assassins in the building. I named,
Yes.
butchered, like karate chopped her name like a ninja pretty badly. We got
Definitely.
Clarky, we got Scotian Sugar. Oh no, guys, we got
Everybody.
one pesky little bug in the building. Someone's going to need to swat right now. DJ
Oh,
Vance.
Vance Dale.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
There's
glad
like
you
a
popped in the
full-on
building.
war with us. Yeah.
Listen, listen, everybody in the chat, go to Instagram right now. If you're
Yeah.
not following,
Oh
if
no,
you're not
don't.
following DJ, if you're not following DJ Vance Dale or DJ Honey Flow on Instagram, you got to do it. I've been cracking up all night
Oh
because
my
they've been
gosh.
going back and forth. They've been going back and forth. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
Shouts out
And
to
make
Ash G.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. And I was going to say, before we go back, just a little mini
Hmm.
commercial break, guys. For
Yep.
Vance Dell, anytime you check out DJ Vance Dell's stream, make sure you check out his little baby fingers. He's got little buttery fingers. He only does baby scratches on the turntables because he can't
Wow.
grip. He can't grip the vinyls properly. Like he doesn't even lick his
Mm-mm-mm.
fingers to grab the record because his fingers are
Holy
too
moly.
tiny. So, anyways,
I
that's just a
can't.
commercial break for you guys.
I can't.
Make sure you guys go to his page and mine. We've been at it, dissing each other online on Instagram. He's pulled up horrendous pictures of me and put me on
Hmm.
like bugs and everything. But so big shout out. Thank you, Tweak Music Tips for coming through too. He's got an amazing show. I love watching his show, and definitely vote for him. I think the awards are up there too, the Twitch awards. So
Oh yeah.
vote for a favorite talk show. Tweak Music Tips definitely has my vote amongst all the great shows.
Definitely.
Um, so,
Yes.
so I was wondering when you first streamed, like
Hmm.
were if you remember your very first stream, were you nervous? Like, how did you feel when you first
Um.
streamed?
So, in all honesty, I was not nervous at all. Because I was already prepped, being on Facebook for so long. Even
Yeah.
going back to Facebook when I did my first Facebook stream. Um, once I hit go live,
Hmm.
I was good. There's no turning back. You know what I'm saying? And that's that same mentality that I have right now. You know what I mean? Once I hit, like, I can have butterflies
Yes. Yeah.
all the way up until it's time to stream. But once I hit go live, game on. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? There's no turning back, no do-overs, nothing. Once you go live, that's it. You're not going to stop your stream. You're going
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, that's true. So do you
You know what
always
I mean?
get kind of butterflies like when you're streaming every show or not really? Like you feel
Um,
good now, or because I know a lot of
um,
streamers still get that when they're streaming.
uh, I get, you know what? When it's my own stream, I'm okay. My regular nights, I'm good. But when I'm in a raid train, a brand new raid train that, maybe they don't even really know nothing about me. They just happen to be like, you know what? We want you on the raid train. I might get a little nervous for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's really it. And by halfway through the stream, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
that's really the only time now. But on my regular streams, I'm good. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Um, I'm ready. To Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my off days. You know what I'm saying?
Have,
So I can't wait till tomorrow. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I'm ready. I'm
Have
I'm
you
I'm always ready.
have you also had like a big raid that came in from any streamer you kind of look up to? Like who would you say are kind of like
Um
your fans or your biggest streamers that you like? And have you ever gone like a really big surprise raid where you're just like blown away? Like I can't believe they raided into me. Like that just kind of
so
surprised you?
uh yes. I mean, I've gotten a few big raids, like, from big, as far as big streamers go, Chris Cuts raid, that's like, she's like really my friend.
Hmm.
So she raids me often. You know what I mean? I get a few raids from her here and there. Vince Adams raided me a few times. Um, but It was a Saturday night. I mean, I think matter of fact, Maceo rated me. It wasn't on. It wasn't. He rated me, but it wasn't on one of his big streams when he had like
Yeah.
800 people. It was still a
Wow.
good raid, but it wasn't one of those big 800 streams that he has sometimes. Um, but there was one Saturday night. I was having a good night already, right? And then freaking starting from scratch out of nowhere, just raids me with like 270 people. I already
Hmm.
had I already had like maybe 150 people in the room
Oh, wow. That's
already. You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah.
So when he raided with the 270, I was like, holy, you know what I mean? It was crazy, but it was,
That's awesome.
it was dope. It was dope, and we had fun. We kept rocking. I kept quite a bit, and that's the thing. When you get big raids, the raids, the people coming in with the raid don't really know what they're getting their hands into. You know what I'm saying? So you will see numbers drop off. So if somebody raids somebody with 500 people, doesn't necessarily mean those 500 people are going to stay 5 minutes, a half an hour, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when you get a raid like that and they do stay for, even if they stay for an hour, it's like, holy, yo, it's dope. It's so dope.
Yeah.
So
That's
that
so
that
true.
for me right now, that was one of the most memorable big streams that I've gotten. And man, salute to him for doing that, because it was dope. It was dope.
Yeah, that would be super dope. I mean, yeah,
Hmm.
for sure. Like, so then who would be, your favorite DJs growing up? I mean, I know a lot of people say Jazzy Jeff and the classics basically of DJs, but
So
for you, who would it be for the DJs?
I'm from, growing up in the 80s, listening to hip hop, you know, it was all about the MC and the DJ. So you had Jazzy Jeff alongside Fresh Prince. You had DJ Polo alongside Cool G Rap. LL had Cut Masters, Cut Creator. Um, Rakim had Eric B. So I seen the uh I don't know what side that's not the, how can I say it? That was a different side of DJ, and I seeing that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, but as far as people I looked up to, like, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex. Did your stream go down?
No, it didn't go down.
Oh,
Does
okay.
it look like it's
Oh
going
no.
down?
No,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, flash, but it came back.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
All
Sometimes
right.
that happens.
All
So you
right.
said Kid Capri. Have you
Yeah,
tuned into
Kid
him?
Capri. Um,
I tune into him
so I
once in a while, Kid
once
Capri.
in a while, I've watched him, but I've seen him actually live. So watching
Yeah.
him live, and it's crazy because literally right before the pandemic, um, right before the pandemic, maybe a week before, maybe 2 weeks before everything shut down, I had just seen Kid Capri live. You know what I'm saying? And that was so motivational. You know what I'm saying? Just to watch his performance, because I'm a party DJ, I'm a club DJ. So when you're that type of DJ, you look up to DJs like that. You know what I'm saying? You look up to the party DJs. You're not there, not unless you want to do radio, you're looking at the radio DJs. But for me, being a club DJ, I'm looking at the club DJs, and Kid Capri, Funkmaster Flex, those are club DJs.
Yeah.
I
And he's
never
very
was
down to earth too, Kid Capri.
Yeah, he is.
Hmm.
He is.
Yeah.
I've gotten a chance to open up for, early on. I did get a chance to open up for a lot of DJs, famous DJs, but Kid Capri, I think he used to bring his own opening act with him at the time. So yeah, but yeah,
It,
nah, he's a really cool dude.
this one's is a
Yeah.
funny comment. I am DJ R. Dot. I butchered his name, guys. I said I was calling him DJ Rot for the longest time. I was like, big shout out to DJ Rot. I'm like, why does this guy call himself Rot? But
Right.
anyways, I can't
DJ
see.
R.
I need
Dot.
my glasses. So he says, Kid Capri reminds me of Bernie Mac. I ain't scared of you,
Nah, for real.
mothers.
And that's a good comparison. Like, you know what I mean? Kid Capri, you know, his presence when he puts down a show and he performs, he controls the crowd. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And that's what I love. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
So if I go watch a DJ, that's the type of performance I want to see. I want to see somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily about scratching and being able to be a turntablist. That those is all bonuses. If you can do stuff like that, that's a bonus when it comes to DJing. But when you can actually control 500, 1,000, 2,000 people in front of you and keep them moving, that's to me, that's what I love about DJing.
Yeah, that's so true. Now, a
You
lot
know what
of
I mean?
DJs, they have that skill, like turntablism. Like you look at the starting from scratches I always bring up from my home city
Hmm.
here, Toronto, Canada, and just
Yep.
killing it, not only on Twitch but off. And but I never heard a lot of these DJs on the mic for many years until Twitch.
Hmm.
So you kind of strike me as a DJ that can do all of it. You can do turntablism, you could scratch, you can MC. Were you kind of quiet on the mic like some of these other guys when you were going out, or were you also an
No.
MC as well?
So when I first started DJing, I didn't talk. I didn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, after a couple of years, you know, and I got help from talking on my mixtapes. You know, that was my practice. You know, and I got more comfortable with talking in front of a crowd. You know what I'm saying? Um, but no, I love talking. You know what I'm saying? I love being in front of the crowd and talking to the crowd. So it's that's what I like.
Yeah.
Hmm.
BMIWB says Kevg is quiet. I'm not buying that one at all from you. But have you
Nah,
guys noticed one thing
nah.
I will bring up that I love watching him on his streams? Like I just die laughing. I just sit there and watch because I just find it funny. Because I do a lot of TikToks, guys. Well, I used to, a little bit here and
Hmm.
there in quarantine, and just for fun. And my lip syncing is always off when I post it to Instagram, like by a few seconds. So sometimes when I watch Kev G and he's singing to Bobby Brown or he's singing to some slow jam, like I find it hilarious. That's why I was bugging him one night,
Yeah,
and he looks right in the camera and he starts really lip syncing, but his lips are always off. His lips are all,
always off.
well, not always, a little once in a while, not
Yeah,
always, but I think it's because of the delays a little bit on Twitch
there's
too. So I
yeah,
find it funny.
there's
Yeah. It's kind of
there's a
like when
little
I mute
delay.
out. Sometimes I'll watch a DJ Flash on my laptop and on my phone, and I looked over and he keeps moving his head like that, and he keeps yelling. I'm like, who's he yelling at? Is he yelling at like his girlfriend or? But I guess I muted him out, so it looked like he was yelling at someone,
Yeah,
like telling someone in his place to like get out of the way. Like it was hilarious. So you guys are gonna have to watch out for that when you watch Kev G to see if he is. Oh, she says he's a
lip
lip
syncing
syncing
master.
master. So you
Malay,
guys are gonna have to
I'm gonna
watch
get
out for that.
I'm gonna get you, Malay.
Yeah,
No, I love, you know what it is. I wish I really knew how to sing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because if I had another talent, I would love to. Because this platform is so dope. I wish I had another talent to be able to showcase. I wish I knew how to sing because I would sing my butt off all day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I would too.
Because
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I go into streams like that and I see musicians playing the piano, singing, or I'm doing requests and singing other songs. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, if I could do that, I would definitely totally do it. So I love lip syncing with the music because I know all the words. You
now
can't
have
help
you
but you can't
accidentally
help
have that's true, you
have
can't
I
help it, but have you
help it.
accidentally, and this happened to me when I first streamed, I
Hmm.
accidentally left my external mic on my laptop, so they
Yep.
heard like everything. They heard me. I call it whisper singing. So my landlords are like, "Turn it down. You can't talk
Yeah.
after 11 p.m. over here because I'm renting in a house." So
Yep. Yep.
basically, I turned off all my speakers. I forgot my external mic was on, and I started whisper singing, and they heard, and
Oh
they
my
sat there
God.
like creepers the whole time watching me and
Wow.
laughing, you know? So I don't know if you've ever had that, but I was
So
mortified. It was
no,
so embarrassing.
I've not sang into the mic, but I've actually, said a few words
Hmm.
actually into the mic. You know, I can't sing. I don't have a singing voice, you know what I mean? But I once upon a time I did, and my little one laughs because I told her, I was in the glee club when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I was, I did, once upon a time I did sing. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Yep.
Oh man, I
But
know DJ Great Dane says I did karaoke. I sound like a dog howling at the moon. That's
wow.
hilarious. I know I'm horrible at singing. I wish I could
Yep.
sing. Let's see. DJ Udi Sound says he'd be singing in his car. Don't
No,
lie,
I
big
do.
bro.
I ain't going to listen, Udi
Oh, you
Sound.
guys know
I'm
each
not.
other in real time?
Yeah, no, not in
Aw.
real time, but
No?
no,
Okay.
but you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I do. I sing all the time. If Listen, there's been nights where I would turn the mic off so y'all can't hear me and I will sing. I ain't gonna lie. Especially when I play slow like R&B or slow songs, I know most of these songs word from word because I've heard them so much in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't, I've like I said, I've a few words might have gotten off in the mic, but nothing crazy like that.
And
Not I'm not gonna
Scotian
I'm not
doesn't
gonna sit
believe
here and
you.
sing.
Scotian's like,
Nah,
"Where is my lie command?" And she's looking
nah,
for men. She's looking for men in various gaming chat rooms. So I will
Lord,
inbox you that, Scotian Sugar.
Lord,
Actually,
Scotia.
I want to be in that chat when she's in there because if there's like 100,000 men gaming and I'm just
Yeah.
lurking quietly, I want to see how Scotian Sugar is going to react. I want to see
Oh
her
my
response in the
God.
chat room. Could be a
Man, them
kind of
them
juicy.
them them men's won't know what to do. Them men's won't know
Yeah.
what to do.
Yeah, I
But
don't
they're
think
probably
so.
all they're probably all young. You know what I'm saying? So she better be careful
Yeah,
because it might
that's
be
true.
it might be a little too young. You might want to go over there being a little PG.
She might have to go into like Connect 4 or like chess or some older game. I don't know.
Yes,
Not
yeah,
the
some
new
older
gamers.
games. Yeah, not the new
Maybe
gamers.
like Atari or Nintendo for the rest of us because we're all getting older.
Yeah,
So when did
exactly.
you so it's been like I'm trying to think, you said is it last October you've streamed? Like I'm trying to see if it's
Yeah.
been your year
So
yet.
so no, honestly, we're approaching the year. Um, October 13th will be a year. So
Okay.
I'll probably do my celebration stream probably that sometime that week.
Yeah.
But the 13th will be 1 year, the actual 1 year from my first stream. You know what
Okay.
I'm
And for
saying?
partner too,
So
when did you how many times did you apply for partner? Because I do talk to a lot of the guys and
uh
some have been 3 to 5 times. And when did that actually happen for you too?
so it partner happened for me actually, and the funny story about it is, and I applied 3 times. I got denied twice, right? And on my
Oh,
third
twice.
time, I got denied twice. And on my third time, not too many people know this story either. So I got it on my third time, right? But I believe everything happens for a reason. The stars lined and everything worked out
Hmm.
because because I so my favorite number is 23, right?
Hmm. Okay.
My favorite number is 23. When I got denied the second time, my new apply date was May 23rd,
Hmm.
right? So that's one thing right there, right? I reapplied. Now May 25th is my anniversary from DJing, period. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? May 25th, 1997. And I applied on the 23rd. And on the 25th, while I'm celebrating my anniversary, was the day I found out I hit partner. So I actually got partner on my 24-year DJ anniversary.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so
Yeah.
amazing. And were you
So
expecting it? Like, what was the reaction when you finally saw it? Were you
it
kind of like,
was it
wow?
was it was so it was weird because I didn't know what was going to happen. You know what I mean? If I got denied again, I knew, you know what, I'm gonna just keep pushing. I was determined. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep pushing because it had nothing to do with my numbers. I only got denied uh, because they just wanted to keep watching my channel. They wanted to
Hmm.
see they wanted me to keep the growth, see the growth climb, because my numbers were already there. So they just wanted to see it keep going, and that's why I got denied the second time. The
Hmm.
first time, the first time I got denied was because I didn't have no content on my channel. So they didn't have nothing to look at when I applied the first time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but my numbers and my growth of the channel was never an issue. The first time it was because of not having any videos up for them to look at. The second time they just wanted to, keep watching my channel. And, I finally hit it on the third time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And when you hit on the third time, what was your following at that time? I want to break it down because I know there's small
So,
streamers in the room, medium size
yes.
and large, that are listening. So some can be frustrated, not really knowing, okay, how do we do it? Because I've heard when I've interviewed different people, they have different thoughts on how to get there
So
too.
I my you know I'm my follow rate is crazy. I get a lot of follows. I mean real follows. I don't have bot followers. I really have
Hmm.
legitimate followers that actually come into the stream. So my channel's constantly growing. I hit partner on a Tuesday. We celebrated on Friday, and I hit 5,000 on that same day. So I hit
Wow.
5,000 followers on the day that we celebrated partner. Yeah,
That's amazing. That's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Wow. So what are your future goals for Twitch? Like where, because once you hit partner, I don't know how much goals people truly have and unless if it's just
Um,
building that following up, but what would you like to see and how far do you want to actually take this too?
I mean, shouts out to Mr. Drew UK. That's my guy
Hmm.
right there, man. DJ Great Dane, salute. As far as where I want to take it, I mean, I'm here for the ride. Twitch could be gone today. As soon as
Yeah,
we end our stream, we could wake up tomorrow and Twitch be gone. You know what I'm
very
saying?
true. Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep rocking Twitch until I'm gonna rock until the wheels fall off this bus. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Literally. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my community keep growing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any plans to go back outside. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm at. As far as
Yeah.
streaming goes, I love this. You know what I'm saying? If if I get booked for an event, I would love to travel, you know, what I'm saying, to do an event, but for right now, this is where it's at for me. So bottom line, I just want to keep seeing my channel grow, and I want to constantly keep seeing new people the same way I do right now, because you know it makes it's fun to see new faces popping into the stream that never been here. They'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I just found out about your page. I just found your page on the Discover page, or whatever the case may be." It's really dope to have that. You know what I'm saying? People coming to check out your page. You know what I mean? So I believe that, um, you know, I just want to keep growing. That's all I want to
Yeah, for
do. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? I
Yeah.
really don't have, yeah, partner is the top, really, as far as you could go.
Hmm.
Um, you know, the emotes, everybody loves the emotes. So, I want to, in order for me to unlock more emotes, I need more subs. So, you know, I need more subscribers. So if I can
Yeah.
get more subscribers, that'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? Following is dope, but to unlock more emotes, because everybody loves emotes. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to add a few more extra emotes of this person, that person. I was in a chaotic stream earlier today, and he said something about special ed. I'm like, you know what? Special ed would be a dope emote, but I don't have
Hmm.
no more
That would
slots.
be.
I don't have no more.
Yeah.
I don't have no more slots. You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep I got to build up and I don't really want to remove what I already got. So I
Yeah.
got to keep, I got to keep grinding and building up my sub count, people subscribing so I can unlock some more. You know what
So
I
make
mean?
sure you guys definitely get him more slots there. I just wanted to shout out
Please.
to a few people I'm seeing sneak in the room here, like
Definitely.
Snipers, DJ Deuce, I see you,
DJ
and
Deuce, what up?
Mo Curley, I see you as
Cut him,
well.
cut him close.
Cut him
DJ, cut
close.
him
I
close.
saw him just sneak in like a little sniper
Mm-hmm.
there. Yeah. How you doing? Cut him close. We got I am DJ
Sarah J.
IJ. So many
Sarah
great
J's
people here.
Sarah J is one of my VIPs. What up, Sarah J?
Is there other
Yeah.
shout outs you want to do here?
I think we got everybody.
Yeah.
DJ Brainy. How you pronounce that? Brainy Storm. What up, man?
Brainstorm.
Oh,
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. What up?
Yeah, that guy I
Yeah,
always talk
I think
about.
we got everybody.
I think I need to set Brainstorm up with Scotian Sugar. Yeah.
Scotian.
I really want to make a connection here, guys, on Twitch. I really do. Before I leave Twitch, if I ever leave Twitch, I want to make some sort of connection. Because Brainstorm says he's as lonely as a slice of bacon in a frying pan. I'm going to keep saying that because I loved it. It made me laugh. Like when we were all playing slow jams. I love that expression. I think it's hilarious. I want to use it. Yeah.
Scotian's like, wait a minute. She's like, pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
No, I know. Well, hey, I saw some comments up there that she said about me, which I found hilarious. I think her and Vansdale will probably team up soon. I'm almost positive. She says pause. Yeah.
Pause.
Anyways,
Pause.
well, so that's really good with the Twitch and everything that's happened with you. And every time I check your channel, it's like you're growing so fast. Like I blink and then I click your page. I was like, what the heck? How did he got here so quickly? So you're definitely moving really, really fast, and you should be proud of everything you've
I
done.
definitely am. I definitely, sometimes, and just to touch on taking a break. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
My birthday's coming up, so I am going to take a few days off after my birthday party. I am going to take a couple of days off, so I won't be streaming on Twitch. I'll probably be on. I might pop in a few streams here and there, but I'm gonna take a couple of days off after my birthday. But man, I lost my train of thought. Holy moly! I started thinking about my birthday, and it's like, man, I'm in my birthday zone real quick. But I do like to sit back and I have not had a chance to really reflect on this journey sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Even when I hit partner, it was like, wow, it happened so fast and we went straight back into streaming. I've never really sat back to be like, wow, I really did accomplish this. You know what I'm saying? It's, it's a blessing just to have this community grow so fast, and people that they come and support. I don't call them fans. They my party rockers. You know what I'm saying? I don't use the word fan. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been together so long. You're like family now. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, anybody that comes into my stream, follows or whatever, you are party rockers now, and that's basically your family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shouts out to DJ Ty Alexander. What up?
Yeah, I just posted you. Hey, Ty. She's got an amazing show too, and also,
Yes.
definitely a talk show too, which I find interesting watching when I'm lurking a little bit here and there. So big shout out to DJ Ty Alexander, another great, female DJ doing really big things out here too, and DJ Ash G and Scotian Sugar too, doing shows. Like props to all you guys out there, and to everyone truly. But I always definitely want to big up the ladies too. It's definitely not an easy industry, so always emphasize that on the ladies too. Now I know wow, we only have half an hour. The show's gone so fast.
Time flew. Time really flew.
It did. I have so many more questions for you, but I did want to.
Let's try. Let's see what else we can touch on.
I did want to touch a little piece, and I always try bringing that out a little bit more on my shows, just in terms of, these are hard times for a lot of people, even quarantine, like going through quarantine, the harsh lockdowns, especially we've had globally. I mean, in Canada, it's been crazy ridiculous, especially here in Ontario. So
Yeah.
it's kind of been, if I'm up and down, very like up and down, in quarantine and streaming and doing shows too and trying to push through, right? But I
Yes.
did notice something, and this is something we talked about on the phone that I thought it was really great to kind of bring up with your own personal story too.
Hmm.
And you put an amazing tribute, I saw, to your mom, which I thought was incredible. It was absolutely
Yes.
beautiful, the tribute that you did for
Thank
her.
you. Thank you.
And I know just a few days ago, I believe it was her birthday. So I wanted you to
Yes.
kind of, if you're open to definitely talk about that would be great. I know it would help, someone out there, especially in the chat room, that
Hmm.
maybe have gone through loss, or,
No,
it's just
definitely.
difficult.
So, to touch on that, my mom passed away from cancer. You know what I mean? Cancer has affects a lot of people's lives. Most people, anybody, everybody's life. In one way or another, cancer has affected somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? So she had she had got diagnosed with cancer. I was still DJing at the time, but then she beat that round of it. Okay. But um it eventually came back. I had already retired, and then to get that phone call that, you know what, it's back, was heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, every day, constantly either taking it to the doctor, this, that, and the third. So those last few months, being with her every single day, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I had to do. You know what I mean? I was not gonna let her slip away like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially once they said that, or once she knew she couldn't fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Because we tried, she tried to do the chemo thing or whatever, um, but there's so much that the body could take. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So she couldn't fight no more. So it was just it got to the point where it was just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? So to spend every last, all the way up to literally the last few minutes with her, you know what I'm saying? Um, I love my mother to death. You know what I'm saying? She was my number one fan. You know what I mean? She didn't really agree with me DJing at first. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't know what DJing really was. You know what I'm saying? She wanted me to, of course, as a parent, you want your kids to be successful. She didn't know that this was actually something I could actually be good at and make money from. So once she realized that and seen what can be accomplished with that, she was my number one supporter. You know what I mean? Basically, my number one fan. You know what I mean? She bragged about me all the time. She'd go to work bragging about me, everything. You know what I'm saying? So she meant everything to me. So every year, it's been 6 years. So every year, I make sure that I will pay tribute in some way or another to her. You know what I'm saying? Last year we were on Facebook. I did the same similar thing to what I did Monday night on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We're going to celebrate my mother every year. That's just the way it is, whether people like it or not, whether they want to come to the stream. I'm going to support. I'm going to we're going to rock out for my mother every year. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I think
saying?
that's so
That's just
awesome.
that's just
Yeah.
the way it's going to be. Her birthday was actually yesterday,
Hmm.
so it was you know I had my team, my party rockers. Um, they were there, and it was just beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
So,
able to catch a portion of that show. And,
hmm.
I'm just going through the chat room as I listen to you, and it's unbelievable, guys, like how, especially Kev, like how many people can relate to your story right now. Like there's so many people in
Hmm.
this chat room that are putting up, you know, that they've lost someone or they've lost like a parent, you know? So,
Yeah.
and that's why I talk about these things too. It may, you know, especially on my show, you know, it may not be super popular thing to do, but I can totally relate to you, you know, with loss completely
Yep.
get it. But there's so many other people that have kind of gone through situations like that. How did you pick up and say, hey, because I know you said you went through retirement. Was that one reason, or was it just the club incident, or was that one reason, another reason why you
No,
kind of decided to
no,
stop a little bit too?
nah. You know what? It had nothing to do with that at all. But
Hmm.
being retired kind of helped the situation a little bit because now I can, you know, give her my full attention a little bit more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And do all the ripping and running that I needed to do that I probably wasn't able to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in the club so much. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it everything happens for a reason, and for me to be out of retirement at that time probably was meant to be. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So true.
Just like I feel coming back out of retirement, coming back into the game, it was timing. It
Yeah.
was perfect timing. It was perfect timing for me to come back in at that very moment. Because if I wouldn't have came in at that time, we would probably not be having this conversation right now. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because I came in, started building my name again. The next thing you know, the pandemic happened. And because I was so determined, here I am now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not this way off to back onto that subject. We can get back onto, you know, my mom and everything, but that was the reason. You know what I mean? I was able to, you know, during that time after her passing, you know what I'm saying? Um, she honestly was maybe a part of the reason why I got back into it. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Because, you know, um, with her being my number one fan, you know, I believe that she wants me to continue what I started.
So true. It's so
You know what I'm
incredibly
saying?
true. Yeah. I think the people that have been in our lives, whether it's family, friends, or relationship, it's like
Hmm.
it's always for a purpose. It's always for a reason, and you know, in a season and a time. And they would most definitely want you to pursue whatever it is that you love. You know, even
Yep,
if society or other people think, no, like what are you doing with your life? Like you should always pursue what you love because you know this time is so precious here, like every moment that we have here. And you could
exactly.
truly see that with your streams too, like you could see that hustle and you could see that determination in you, and I admire that. I think that's awesome, and I know you're going to go so much further than I think you
Thank you.
think you're going to go. But I know I am, DJ R dot says I've moved back home last year to help with his mom's through cancer treatment stage 4. Wow.
Yeah.
um, DJ
Yo,
Vents, yeah, it's really real there, you know. Um,
it is real, and I recommend, you know, definitely, you know, I don't care if you know, everybody's had issues with, you know, at one point in life where, you know, with their parents, you know how we are as kids where you don't want to deal with your parents sometimes, and it's like, nah, you know what? You never know when they're going to be gone.
yeah,
You better spend those moments. Don't treat your mother bad. Don't treat your father bad. You know what I'm saying? Spend that time with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I would do anything to be able to, you know, have another day, another week to hang with my mother. You know what I'm saying?
it's so true. And never go to bed, which is I think a learning lesson for everyone. But you know how it says never
Hmm.
go to bed angry. Um,
Exactly.
is something you can't take back. But that is a lesson for all of us, I think, as human beings, you know. But I
Hmm.
know DJ Vance Dell says loss is a common connection between us all. Galore Baby says, I lost my dad to cancer. I relate. I miss him every
Yes,
day. Yeah, it's
definitely.
so true. And
So
if you
so
guys get a chance, throw up some hearts and hugs, you know. If you guys could throw some hearts and hugs in the chat room, that would be amazing, not only for Kev G and his mom, but also for everyone else that's posting. And I appreciate all you guys, sharing your stories too. There's a lot more people that have, gone through the similar situations than you think. And that's why I think it's important to have these conversations, So
Definitely.
yeah.
Shouts out to DJ. Shouts out to DJ Mad Live, my guy, man. I appreciate you, fam. Who else is in here? Tasia. Some more of my party rockers are in the building. QGK's mama, what's up? Stay Lifted's in the building. What up? Who else? Yeah, I think those few new
Oh, is it
faces.
Tessia? Tessia
Tasia,
74?
Tasia. Yep, Tasia
Tessia.
74. Yeah. She's
Okay.
actually from Connecticut, so she's from around here.
Oh,
You know what I
awesome. I
mean?
was going to ask if you've met people. We got also DJ Reggie Ward in the building. Who else? We got Brown Eyes.
Reggie Ward, what up? No, and so outside of the people that I actually know from Connecticut,
mhm.
I have not met any any no, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Really? You guys should start a
Yeah,
group because
no,
there's
I
so many
haven't.
people. Like, I'm sure
No.
there's a lot of people in Connecticut, but there's tons in New York. Like, if I lived in New York,
Yeah,
I would be like starting up Twitch meetup
yeah.
groups nonstop. Seriously.
No, but you know
There's so
what?
many people there.
A lot of the people that I really rock with is
Hmm.
further than that. You know what I'm saying? Out on the West Coast, Midwest. So it's going to take some traveling. Well, I did meet. That's right. When I was in Vegas, I actually met Chris Cut. I actually went to the club. I actually went to the spot where she was DJing at. So I've
Oh,
seen her
wow.
so
That's
I've seen
super
her.
dope.
So I've seen her twice actually because I've been to Vegas twice.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
actually saw you guys on IG, and I think she said,
Yeah.
because I think me and Chris cut are around the same height, but she said you were
Oh
tall.
yeah.
Like how
Yeah,
tall are
yeah.
you?
She's
6'4" or
six.
6'5"?
I'm 6'3". She's like, man,
What?
I don't think she's even 5 feet.
Oh,
She's
okay.
mad
No,
short.
no, I think we're around the same height. I think 5'1" ish or something. So we
Yep.
both agreed we're like we gotta collaborate together as shorties. But I think
No, definitely.
there's a picture of you guys, and she said you were tall, like 6'3", 6'4". So, and
Yes.
it's interesting watching people stream because they do look much shorter. Like when I met White Gold, I thought he was like 5'5". I told him, I was like, I'm the one that's a shorty. Like he's really tall. Or
Definitely.
like a few others I looked at, Jax and other DJs. Oh yeah, DJ
Yep.
Great Dane says he's 6'3", giant,
That's
a
what's up.
giant too. Scotian Sugar
Kab- kab-
says the little people. I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah. I am confident with my 5'1" self, kind of. So
Lord.
wow, we only have, the time has gone so fast. We only have about 15,
Yes.
20 minutes, guys. So if you
Yep.
guys have any questions for Kevg, make sure you guys post in the chat room any questions that you have for him. I know all the ladies would want to know what's behind the grr or the I can't do it. The
Um.
grr. I don't know. Can you just
So
do it? Can you do it a few times for the ladies in the
I
chat
don't
room
know
too?
if I don't know how it would sound because I got to be in that moment where I go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just gotta be. When I'm playing the music, it's like. You know what I mean? It's so different. It's a different vibe because you're going with the flow. Um, where it came from, man, I want to say I started doing it back. I can't even think back when I got the emote made. I want to
Yeah.
say maybe in November or December because it was one of my first. When you're affiliate, you only get 5 emotes. So
Hmm.
it was one of my first original 5 emotes. So it's possible maybe November, December at the latest. It just started. It was like I was streaming one day and it was just like the same way I do yes, because I have the yes emote. I used to be on my stream and I used to hold my hand up and I would go yes.
Yeah.
So I had to create, and that's honestly the yes started on Facebook because I was doing
Hmm.
that over there. I'd be like yes. So when I came over here to do this and knew about the emote thing, I was like, oh, I got to get a yes emote. You know what I'm saying, with my hand like this. So the girl pretty much came. I don't know. I was just doing a stream, and I just like in the moment. It was just in the
Hmm.
moment, and I ran with it. I just ran with it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It
No rhyme
works
or
for you.
reason,
It's good.
and it
Why
and
don't
it and it's and it works.
Have you ever thought about just putting it on your sampler? You should do that. Like just have it
I
on your
know, right?
samples,
Just have it on my
because
sampler,
but I
right?
think all the
Get it right.
ladies are probably even men too want to hear it live. So
Yeah,
I
just
don't
get it,
know.
just get it, just get it
That's
right,
so
and
funny.
yeah, put it on the sampler. Yeah, that's
So
true. I
I
should do
have
it.
talked about your beard game on my shows when I first met you. You got
Yes.
like a
Yep.
tight beard game here. So I
Yeah.
know DJ Cut 'em Close says, "What do you put in? What do you be putting in that beard? You know,
So
like do you
just
have
juice it.
gray hair coming in, or are you
Yes.
dyeing
No,
your
I
beard?"
do. No, I actually have a few gray hairs coming in. So,
Hmm.
but not a lot. But you can see like it coming in few right here. I ain't gonna lie. I usually cut them out if I know I'm going like when I travel like for my birthday. I'll
Yeah.
probably trim them and get all the grays out. But usually they say when you pick your gray, pluck your grays or whatever, they just gonna come back even more. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they do. I
Um,
heard.
but
Yeah.
I actually 99% of the time I don't put anything in my beard. It's just
Hmm.
I wash it and it's just natural. But when I do use like I'll buy some good smelling beard oils or whatever, and I'll massage it in there. But it's pointless. It's only pointless for me for the simple fact that I'm at work all day and I have to wear a
Hmm.
mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's pointless for me to um put any kind of stuff in my beard for the simple fact that the mask is going to cover most of it,
Hmm.
and you're not even really seeing the beard like that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
I'm
So
put. Oh,
unfortunately.
I'm looking through some of these comments here. I'm putting my
Mhm.
hat down, Scotian Sugar, because I see your comments in the chat room. So I'm just like shaking my head, like really putting my hat down. So I think she's realizing that. Yeah, if there's any two women that can get me blushing on Twitch, I'll be honest, it's Scotian Sugar and Krish 11. Those are the two
Wow.
that if they're together, like I have to find something where I can't see the chat. I don't know. Those two together are trouble. It's true.
That's
But
funny.
let's see. Oh, brother. Okay, I'm gonna ignore her next comment because I'm just reading
Yeah,
it.
I see it.
So if anyone has nah, trust me, girl, it takes a little bit more than that. That's for sure. Anyways, I could throw the ball back pretty good too. So she can act up all she wants. I could throw it back. I could throw
Mm-mm-mm.
it back. So do you
That's
guys have
funny.
any other questions that are relatively PG on my streams? I'll take them. If you got any, questions for Kevg, that's fine. You know, so definitely, she says, bring it.
Bring it,
Yeah, so if you guys have any
Lord.
questions, definitely post in the chat room. We have actually just a few minutes left, which is crazy. It's gone by so fast.
Yeah.
And I want to, oh gosh, and I want to thank you guys, for just coming through and listening to a piece of his story. When he talked about his beer game, you guys got to check out, because when I saw the video tribute, I didn't even recognize that was you. I was so shocked
Oh
because he
yes.
had his beard shaven. I said to
Yes.
him, I go, is that really you? Like that, you look like an entirely different person with a goatee, So,
So I actually so as far as the beard goes, this is the longest run of the beard that I've ever
mhm.
had. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's been probably I want to say maybe about 4 years.
Yeah.
Because before that I used to just keep it like a little thin little beard going around here with the little mustache. I never really did the full goatee thing, but I always had like the little
Like the
thin
chin strap.
beard. Yeah, like the chin
Yeah.
strap and my
Yeah.
mustache, and that's it.
Ocean
Um,
sugar. Really?
so
Really?
if you if you
Yeah.
if you go back like dig real deep into like my Instagram, go back a few years, you'll probably see older pictures without the beard.
Yeah.
So this is the longest run I've had for the beard. You know what I'm
Would
saying?
you
4 years
would you
without
ever do
shaving it.
something with your channel points where you do some type of bet with people in your room where they make you go clean shaven, like completely? Like, would you do
Um,
anything wild or crazy like that, or no?
um, s- it's funny you said that because I was talking to somebody today and I just was like, I don't care if you know, through 100,000 bits,
Mm-hmm.
I would
Mm-hmm.
not, I would not shave my beard. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? For the simple fact that that money is going to run out, and then I'm
Mm-hmm.
stuck. I gotta look myself in the mirror every day, beardless. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
it's
You probably
like,
look really young, like you already look younger, I think. But if you
you know what
went
I'm
clean
saying?
shaven, yeah.
So it would really have to be, it really has to be me. You know what I'm saying? I have
Mm-hmm.
to really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to do it for anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just bottom line. I don't care. I'm not cutting it for anybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I would have to want to do it myself. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. And I just wanted to read out Reggie Ward
Yep.
comment. If you guys got any positive like comments you want to say, just what the Party Rockers show has meant to you, Kev G's show, I think it means everything to a streamer when you just post something nice. So definitely if you guys, follow him, and you obviously got your tribe in the building right now today. If you guys
Yes.
want to post any comments, and thank you, Reggie Ward, I appreciate this. He says, just want to say I was rocking with you earlier on. To see your Twitch rise is inspirational. So just know
Thank.
that all the hard work you're putting in, whether you see the results today or tomorrow or later, just
Yeah.
know that it's still impacting people out there that could even just be
Nah,
lurking and watching you, right?
that's dope.
So
There, Reggie Ward, salute. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's definitely I appreciate that because you never know. You know, some people don't want to say, or you never know what my sets or my journey is doing for the next person. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, some people don't want to say that you inspire me. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
for somebody to actually say those words, I appreciate that because I have no problem telling somebody that, what you did, man, I
Yeah.
respect it. You know what I'm saying? I have no, you know what I'm saying? Give somebody their flowers while they're still here. I'm a
Oh
firm
yeah.
believer of that. You know what I'm saying?
300%. Yeah.
You wanna give somebody their flowers while they're still here because don't wait until they're gone. Why now you want to recognize everything that somebody did after they're already gone? That's not cool.
Yeah.
Show them that love right now.
Yeah.
Throw up the flowers and let's rock
And that's one thing that
for
I
real.
I I believe in too, like why we should never wait. And I don't want to wait another funeral or see another friend go through a
Hmm.
funeral. So
Yep.
that's why I try my best to say, the things I mean to friends and people now, right? Because you never know what
Exactly.
the next day will bring, and that next day can literally change your life and the directory of it, like for good. So I think what you're
Facts.
saying is very, very true. And I know DJ Great Dane says, well, Kev, it's great to get to know you on this level. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
BMWB says he pulled me out of depression. One of my favorite DJs. That's
BMW,
huge.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I see
Let's see.
Mad Live posted a question. So Mad
Oh,
Live said, do I like to freestyle my sets or do I prepare them in advance?
let's
The
see.
answer to that, Mad Live, is, and it's up a little further. I don't know if you could post it, but
Yeah, I'm trying to
um,
find it here. Mad Love, right? Trying to
yeah,
find
it's
it.
up. Mad Live, yeah,
Mad Life. Yeah.
yeah. So as far as my sets go, yeah, I pretty much what
Here
I
we go.
do is I get kind of a ballpark figure of what lane I want to be in musically. Um, and I just pretty much freestyle it from the first song. I go with the first song that I play, and it's like a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? I just go with that flow. That's the same way I always did the club. You know what I mean? The only time I ever really created an actual set was when I did a couple radio shows and I had to record it. So I wanted it to be kind of perfect. You know what I'm saying? To be able to have the freedom to play whatever I want to play, I'd rather it be organic than to be scripted.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I like to just play off the top of the head, just like freestyling. If you're a rapper, I'd rather just go with the flow, go with the vibe, and we rock out from there.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know what I'm
I
saying?
notice. I'm just noticing here. Let's see. This is a good comment. DJ Ash G says, Kevg don't mind pulling up the smaller streamers, like streams,
Not at
like
all.
helping them,
Not
which
at
is
all.
awesome.
Even
That's great.
even listen, even after I hit partner, because I've heard stories and I, you know, I always try to do different. I'm always going to do different than anybody else. I
Hmm.
love being in I love being in the smaller streamers. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them grow. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be in the big streams all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to raid into the big streamers all the time. You know what I mean? For what? They already got they already got it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I want to help out others. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean? So that's just yeah, I don't mind. I like being in the chat, vibing out with I don't care how many people you got in there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, I don't really want to be in there if you only got three people and it's just me and you talking.
Hmm.
It's kind of awkward a little bit. But if you got you know what I'm saying? If you got like 10, 15, 20 people, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being there. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
true. DJ Great Dane has a question, good question
Hmm?
too. He asks if you ever game as well, besides just DJ.
Nah, you know what? So fun fact, uh, the last time I really played video games was on the first Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Like I never grasped the new gaming systems because they were a little bit too sophisticated for me. You know what I'm saying? With all the buttons, I'm
Hmm.
like, nope, no, I can't do this. It's too much. It's too slow. It's like a movie. It's like I'm watching a movie. What is this? I can't do this. I just want to do left. I just want the up and down arrow and the A and B, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a lot. I wish I knew how to
that's
game.
that's it.
'Cause-
I wish I knew
no,
how to game
I
too.
wish
You
I
know what I'm
did
saying?
because I'd have the most hilarious commentary. Like it would just be fun, like even if
Yeah,
we bumped into walls or whatever, like just talking, it would be
yeah.
fun.
I think it
Mo
would be dope
Curly,
too.
yeah, Mo Curly says it's been fun to kick it through some tough, rough days, and Kevg deals with my corny jokes. That's cool. I like this
Mo Curly,
comment
man.
here.
Mo
Jelly,
Curly, I
Jelly,
appreciate you.
yeah, Jelly N says, proud of you, Kevin, from your CDs to fake book and now Twitch, keep rising to the top. Do you know
Thank you, Jelly.
her?
So
Yeah,
yeah, I know
before?
Jelly. So
Yeah.
Jelly's had my seat. So I used to do, like I said, I've been doing mixtapes since '97. So yeah, Jelly. I think she actually has original CDs that I used to make back in the day. So that's dope. Yep,
Yeah, that's awesome. So I know we're
yep.
pretty much wrapping up, but I did want to
Hmm.
ask you, like, is there anything on your, besides Twitch, DJing, streaming, what we do, is there anything on your life, your bucket list, like just your, for life, like anything, like a life
Um,
goal or anything that you would love, and no restrictions? Like if you had
uh,
all the money, anything in the world, is there anything on your bucket list you would love to do? Uh,
other than move to Vegas, which I'm gonna eventually do.
mhm.
Hopefully in the next few years or so. That's really the only thing I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? Or travel to. I do literally have a bucket list of places I would like to go because I've never been to like Miami.
Mhm.
I've never been I've never been to Hawaii and a few other places. Um, but just traveling. I don't want to not see places. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Even
true.
Australia. Like if I've always been fascinated with Australia. I would like to
Yeah.
go out there with the kangaroos. They got kangaroos out there, right?
Mhm, koalas, yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yeah. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
those big,
So
huge bugs, those big, huge bugs Vansdale put me on Instagram. They have those out
yeah,
there too.
yeah.
Well, I wanted to thank you so much for doing this interview and
No,
everyone coming
thank you.
through. I love this comment. Man,
I
DJ Mad
appreciate you.
Live says, Kev G, your humility is infectious, bro. Don't ever change that about you. Stay humble, fam. I love that comment. So
Man,
thank you for posting,
thank
you
you,
guys. I think that's
thank you,
awesome.
thank you.
So yeah,
Definitely.
thank you guys for coming through. And is if there's anyone else that has maybe one or two more questions, we could probably squeeze one in, and then we're probably going to raid out. But I think I'm going to leave it up to you for the raid. Who would you like
All
to
right.
raid into as well?
Let me just shout out to Kent Mister. What's going on, Kent Mister? How you doing? Let's see who's on.
Yeah,
Let's
for sure.
see.
Let's see who's on.
Let's
I'm
see
leaving
who's
it up to
on.
you though. You
I
yeah.
I know my brother Drake is doing his birthday party today. Chaotic's on. So I got two of my brothers on. Do, 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 do.
Thank you, Boa Ninjas. I appreciate that comment. Thank you so much, and for coming through. Another DJ in the UK from Toronto as well. You got to come to
Yeah.
Canada sometime too. If you ever get a chance, let
Oh,
me
I would.
know. You
Yeah, I would
know,
love to. I would love to get. I've only been to Canada once, so I would love to. I would love to come back up there. Honestly, my little one always talks about it. She would love to go to Canada, so I
mhm.
definitely wouldn't mind hitting up Canada once. Um,
Awesome.
wow.
And if you guys want to
Let's
sneak in one or two
see.
more questions, you guys, I mean, now's the chance to do it now. If you guys
Yes,
have one or
put up
two more questions, you can while we're setting up the raid. Yeah.
DJ 101. Salute
Thanks,
DJ
DJ Deuce, too.
101.
Appreciate that.
D. Yes.
Hopefully you guys learned,
Um.
you know, a little bit more about Kevg today as well. Learn more about him and something a little bit more personal about his story too. You know, it's quite
Mhm.
interesting just interviewing all you guys and seeing your backstories too.
No,
It's pretty
definitely
interesting.
is. Definitely is dope. I appreciate you. I think we will go over. Let's go. We could do chaotic, but
Yeah.
first, here,
Okay.
yeah. Here's a little gift from me.
Okay. I'm just seeing here. Is he on? Is he on for a
Yeah, he's
while?
on.
Do you know?
He's on. Yeah, he's
Okay.
on.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
All right. So we're going to
yeah.
definitely rate in to him, you guys. And
I
just one
just.
quick thing, make sure you guys stick with us, even if it's like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Support
Mhm.
the next streamer. You know, we definitely build as a community collectively, not individually. So, you know, just support DJ Chaotic when we get in his room too. And I think I'm trying to see here. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then just a few things that I have coming up for my shows. It's going to be my birthday weekend, guys. So Sunday, if you could join me, that would be so dope and so awesome. I'm doing a full out
I don't
raid.
listen.
Sorry?
Hold on. Let me say something. Let me say something
Yeah.
first. Can y'all light it up? Light it up in the chat for Honey Flow.
Oh,
Let's give her this
thanks.
hype train. Let's give her this
Thanks.
hype train, y'all. Can we do this? I just shouts out to IB with the 5 piece. I just threw you a
Oh
5 piece.
wow.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Okay, now you guys are going to get me turning
Let's
red.
go.
Okay, thank you
Did
so much, guys. I appreciate that. Wow,
let's
I am DJ
let's make it
Ibe. Thank you
rain.
so much.
There you
DJ
go.
Ash G for resubscribing. Thank you so
There
much.
you go.
And for the 5 piece, wow. And what
We
is going on here?
got a
Kev
hype
G,
train.
you're
So
not, oh my gosh.
we're not going anywhere
Oh
yet.
wow.
We're not going
Okay,
anywhere yet. We got
Kev
a
G,
few more minutes.
you're not supposed to be you know, you're my guest here. But thank you so
You're not
much, guys.
listen.
Oh my gosh. Thank you
You're not going
for
anywhere
the
yet. We're gonna give you this hype train. Level
I
4.
can't see on my stream yards. My laptop
Shouts.
is like
I
stuck.
got you. Don't worry. I'll shout out
Wow.
everybody. I Bay
Oh
with
my
another
gosh.
5 piece. Davina with the 1,000 bits. Tasia with the
Wow.
bits. Booms with the bits.
Oh my
Just Jay
gosh.
with the bits.
This is
Stay
crazy,
lifted with the
guys.
bits. Galore baby with the bits. Let's go. And
Wow.
just like that. And just like
I've
that. Let's see. Hold up. Level 5. We at level
what?
5 already.
We're on level 5. My computer's stuck right now. I
Level
have no
5.
idea what's going
Level
on.
5.
Oh my gosh.
Level
I've
5.
never had a hype
Level
train this fast in my life ever.
level
Like,
5, 70%. Level 5, 70%. And
what
just
is
like
going
that,
on
it's
here?
over. Booms.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
BMWs with the stack of biddies. Just Jane just sub to you. Cherry Subs with the biddies. Level 5 smash. High train derailed.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm like literally shocked right now. I have like, okay, my computer keeps, so don't laugh at me, but I think I see a little bit going on here, but not, I've never had this ever in my life go this fast ever at level
Just
5.
like that.
Thank you
Just like
guys
that. Hype
so
hype
much.
train is hype train is crashed.
Wow, I am so grateful. Thank you guys so much. I see DJ Reggie Ward, and I apologize if these
Oh my
my
God.
my
Would you
laptop keeps freezing, so I
DJ?
apologize if I don't see everything.
Hold on. Ash G with the 5 piece.
What? DJ Ash
Ash
G,
G with the
really?
five.
What is going on
Mad,
here? Oh
Mad
my
Live with
gosh.
the re-up. Mad Live with the re-up.
Wow. Oh, thank you guys so much. I truly
Let's go.
appreciate that.
Let's
DJ
go.
Mad Live for subscribing. DJ Ash G for the crazy 5 gifted subs. DJ Reggie Ward that likes to make me blush and turn red, legit red on my streams. He's another one. Thank you for subscribing. We got Cherry Suze for those bits. Just Jane for subscribing. BMWBs, thank you so much. Wow, for all those bits.
Oh my
Galore,
God.
baby.
What?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea what's going on here, guys.
Hold on. DJ Flavor with a 5 piece.
Oh my gosh, I'm
It's
like legit turning red right now. I'm not going to get
it's
emotional here.
it's raining. It's raining 5 pieces for you. It's raining 5 pieces.
Yeah, I've never
You know what I'm
had
saying?
this ever in
My party
being
rockers, my phenomenal dream team. I appreciate y'all.
Wow, thank you guys so much. DJ Flavor for the gifted subs. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Because I would hate to
I got
miss.
them all. Don't worry.
Yeah, you got
I
them all.
got you.
Sandra Radiate for
Sandra
those
Radio with the
bits. What's going on here? I feel like this is my birthday today. Thank you so much. Wow.
J Classic with a 5 piece. J Classic with a 5 piece.
What is happening here?
DJ Eyes with the re-up with the sub. Yes.
I've never seen this before. I'm so shocked. Like I'm blinking. I'm trying to get my laptop working right now, and it's already at level 5. Like I press a button and it's level 5. 440%. That is insane. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. DJ Eyes for subscribing. DJ Classic. Wow. For the 5 gifted subs. Sandra Radiate for the bits. Again, DJ Flava for the gifted subs. DJ Mad Live. DJ Ash G again. Reggie Ward. Let's see who else. Just Jane for the sub. BMWBs again for all those bits. Galore, baby. J Classic. Hopefully I say everyone's name.
Oh my God,
right here.
my brother Ibe with another 5-piece.
What is going on here? Oh my gosh. I am so shocked right now. I don't even know what to say except, oh my gosh, thank you guys. I'm honestly so grateful. Wow. Like
Can I give one plug?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I plug one thing? So 2 things. So my birthday party is October 1st and October 2nd. It's a raid train, 24 hours. Everybody knows. My party rockers know. But tonight, I need everybody to go to DJ Money Green at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because one of my mods, Bay Area Bread, will be interviewed on DJ Money Green at 8 p.m. So in less than an hour, she's going to be on DJ Money Green's channel.
Okay, yes. So make sure you guys do that. We're going to raid in. I just want to make sure I get everyone. I don't miss anyone. But again, I am DJ Ibe. This is insane right now. Like 523%. I don't think I've ever seen this number. I don't even know what that feels like. I don't know. Well, now I might need to think about it. But thank you guys so much for this hype train level 5.
Yes.
Glore baby, J Classic for the bits, BMWBs again.
It's done. 41 subs, 2003 bits.
That is insane, man.
There you go.
Davina, is it Tessia?
Tessia, yeah.
Tessia 74. Thank you for the bits. Booms, Just Jane, Stay Lifted. Thank you so much. J Rock for the gifted sub. Again, DJ Ash G's been an amazing supporter and always been on my shows. Appreciate you so much, girl.
Mm-hmm.
I am DJ Ibe again, and of course you, Party Rocker, for subbing to this channel and doing all this. Wow, thank you so much. So I guess it was an early birthday present, pretty much today. But thank you so much. And you guys, I just want to say, I kind of had that thought too, what we were talking about, just celebrating people while they're here kind of thing. So I wasn't going to do anything for my birthday, to be honest. It's been kind of a crazy year. But, my friends kind of convinced me, and I just decided, you know what, I'm going to do a pop-up talk show this Monday, September 20th for my birthday. And I hope you guys can make it. It's 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we're just going to chop it up. They're going to roast me more than toast me, I'm sure. So
no, that's perfect. That's perfect because
yeah.
I stream at 7 o'clock. So that's perfect. I'll be able to be there. That's good.
Okay, awesome.
We got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
We
for
got you.
sure.
We
And
got
then
you.
Sunday, I'm doing a raid with so many. It's going to be a crazy line of DJs from Flash, White Gold, Blaster,
Nice.
JSG, like so many to even name right now. There's about maybe 11 of them. So we're going to just do a massive raid train and just have fun on Twitch. I feel like we've really created a lot of family here that's helped us even on Twitch, right? I think I spend more time with you guys than my own family in another province that I haven't seen in a couple of years. And also just this global community is just a really special community. So that's why I decided I wanted to bring on just DJs I've interviewed and that I've really formed really beautiful relationships with, including Vansdale, that harasses me, and all the other great DJs. So yeah, so hopefully you guys can make it out for this weekend. It's going to be awesome. Let's raid into DJ, Chaotic, and thank you guys so much. So blessed, so grateful, and thank you so much for this train. You guys have no idea. I'm speech. I don't even know what to say. Like yeah. Anyways, I don't want to get him. I don't want to, yeah, don't want to get emotional. Hide myself over a hat. But thank you guys so much. I really do, truly do appreciate you guys. So, okay, so we will raid into him, and hopefully he's still there.
He's on till, I think he's on till 8 o'clock, so he's good.
Okay, perfect. And thank you so much, Kevg, for
thank you for having
interview.
me.
It was so dope, and I hope to have you on again.
Thank you. Definitely, we will definitely do that again. Let's build, once I do a little bit more growing, I'll come back, definitely.
Yeah.
Have something else to talk about.
And I'm going to have to find some times you're on too, so I could raid into you and do certain things too. So it'll be great.
Definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to start this raid off, guys. Thank you again for joining the Honey Flow Show for the crazy, crazy hype train, unexpected. And let's raid into him, and I'll see you guys on the other side too, for sure.
Thank you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Party Rockers, my dream team. I'll see y'all tomorrow. 7 p.m.
Yes.
No,
tomorrow.
9 p.m. Sorry.
9 p.m.?
9 p.m.
I think it's a few tomorrow. Seconds. If you want to say anything to the chat room too while the raid's going, by all means.
Shout out to your mods too. Who you got? Mimi Berry, Wins
Mimi
2000.
Berry, yeah, Wins, Clarkey Jr.
Yes.
So many great mods. Okay.
Yes. Shout out to all the mods, period. Dope, very dope.
Okay, so we'll see if this pops up here. Did it pop up here? Oh yeah, I think it is. Okay, so I'm gonna I'll see you just quickly on the other side. And again, thank you so much. I'm gonna just end this broadcast right now, and I'll see you on the other